All right. We're going to do some of these ACT questions. So, we're just going to start off. So, we got these two angles. These two angles definitely add up to 180. We can already see that, and we also know that because of these parallel lines right here, because it's a parallelogram. So, they add up to 180. So, 180 minus 25, that's 155. And then a retail sales associate's daily commission during 1 week was $30 on Monday and Tuesday, $70 on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What was the associate's average daily commission for these 5 days? Daily commission. So they made $100 and there's 5 days. So, you know what? I didn't even change the title. I need to have a different title here. I'll be right back. Alright, that's better. So anyway, we're doing this problem, and they make $100 over 5 days. Oh wait, do they not? Daily commission. Oh, so they made 30 each of those days, and 70 on each of those days. So they made 60 from the first 2 days. They made 210 from the next days, which means 270 over 5 days. So that's 54. H. I'll check my answers when I'm done with this, but I already know that's right anyway. Alright, so greatest common factor of 45 and 50 and 84. Okay. So I could definitely do this by hand, but I'm pretty sure this is an internet browser. I want to see if NumWorks can do this. I'm pretty sure they can. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Is that good to look at? What about full screen? Oh, yeah, that's better. Ooh, that's much better. So you should be able to go to library, arithmetic. Yeah, GCD. They only show it with 2 numbers. I wonder if you can do it with more numbers. Let's see. So they wanted 45 and 50 and 84. Let's see. 1? Is that true? Was that an answer choice? Oh, that was an answer choice. Okay. Well, I believe NumWorks. Let's see. Well, it's definitely not 0, because 0 is not going to be a factor. It can't be 2, because 45 is not divisible by 2. It can't be 50, because that's not divisible by 3. Or it can't be 3, because that's not divisible by 50. 50 is not divisible by 3. And yeah, it can't be 84, that's not divisible by 5. So yeah, their only factor is 1. Interesting. So that's good to know about NumWorks. They can do the greatest common factor of more numbers than just 2. Alright. For what value of x is the equation that true? So, I mean, we can put this in the calculator. We're going to use NumWorks when we need to, but I just don't normally use a calculator anyway, if I don't have to. So, we add 24 to both sides. That's 60. 3x. 3x equals 60 divided by 3. 20. Nice. Okay. Is it really just always blank on that side? Oh, because that's where you do the math. Okay. Alright. A bag containing exactly 22 color buttons. 4 red, 6 blue, 12 white. What is the probability of randomly selecting a button that is not white? Nice. This is like, we do this type of stuff in AP Stats. So there's 22 not white. How many of them are not white? 10 of them are not white. So it's 10 out of 12. 5 out of 6. Nice, nice, nice. On a map, 1/2 inch represents 12 miles. 2 towns are 5 inches apart. How many miles are they actually? So that's 10 half inches, right? So that's 120 miles. Let me know if I make a mistake. I definitely make mistakes. Caden had exactly 45 plants to sell. After day 1 of his sale, he had exactly 42 plants left. He sold 3 plants. After day 2, he had that. Day 3, he had exactly 36. Soon, Caden will continue to sell plants at that daily rate. How many of these plants will he have left on day 6? Alright, I'm just going to do it out. So he sold 3 every day. So we're doing the end of day 6. So after day 3, he's got 36. Day 4 is 33. Day 5 is 30. Day 6 is 27. Nice. An on-demand movie service charges $5 per month, plus $2 for each movie rented. Which of the following equations models the relationship between M, the number of movies rented, and T, the total monthly cost in dollars for the service? Okay. Which of the following... M is the number of movies per month. T is the monthly cost. Okay, so it's $5 per month plus 2T. No, 2M. 5 plus 2M. M is how many movies you got, and T is the total cost. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, solutions to the quadratic. Easy, easy. 4/3, negative 5/2. Cool. An 8-inch by 6-inch rectangle is cut along a diagonal to form 2 triangles. What is the area of each triangle? Well, it's cutting it in half, so the area of the whole thing is 48. Half of that's 24. Easy peasy. That was a good one. That would take some people a long time trying to draw it out and everything. But no, a diagonal is going to just cut it in half. So there's no need to do any more than that. Alright. In a class of 10th graders, no student participated in more than one of the following activities. 2/3 played band, 1/6 did chorus, 1/10 did football, 1/60 did basketball. What fraction of the class did not participate in these activities? Okay. This is like something we would do at Mathnasium. Although we would try to be smart about it. But it's honestly just going to be easier to make all these common denominators to then see what's left. This is 20. Or multiply by 20. So that's 50 plus 6, 56. 57 out of 60 did stuff. So 3 out of 60 did not, which is 1 out of 20. C. Nice. What is the smallest integer greater than the square root of 61? Well, 6 squared is 36, 7 squared is 49, 8 squared is 64. So, the square root of 49, which is 7. So basically the idea is like this is the square root of 16, this is the square root of 49, square root of 64, square root of 100, and square root of... $961. Yeah. Is that right? I'm actually a little surprised if that's right. If that's right, I should have known that. Wow. Cool. So that's another interesting fact, that just like 12 squared is 144, And if you flip those digits around to be 21 squared, that's 441. Now I remember that, because I remember it doesn't work for 14. That 13 squared is 169, which you remember because of the 69. And then 31 squared is 961. That works for that too. But not 14, right? Because 14 squared is... Right. I knew that too. 196. While 41 squared is definitely not 691. It's close. But yeah, those are nice facts. We should know those. But yeah, the answer is definitely G. Alright, so sine of C is 2 over 3. And the length of AB is 6. What is the length of AC? So if it's 2 over 3, that's like similar triangles kind of, so multiply by 3, so it's 9. The table below shows the first 5 terms of an arithmetic sequence. Which of the following is a general expression for the nth term? Ooh. So it's adding 4 every time. So the way I like to think about it then is like 4 is the slope, and I'm going to multiply that by x, the number of terms. And I need it to be so that it's 1. So if I plug in 1, I should get 1, which means I need to subtract 3. And then I'll do it real quick. If I plug in 2, we get 5. Plug in 3, 12 minus 3, 9. So yeah, that works. So it's 4n minus 3. So yeah, that's just like a linear equation. Arithmetic sequences are just linear equations. I need to plug my phone in. Cool. Okay. What's the perimeter? So we actually don't even need that 8, because this whole distance right here is 20. Because we just imagine this cut out like this, actually. So it's like that whole distance is 20. It's a square. It's 80. It's a square with that cutout, but those things just go over like that. So Manuel estimates that 2/3 of a pizza is left. Stephen estimates there's 3/4 left. They're going to compromise for a joint estimate by using the number halfway between their estimates. What is the average? What is the joint estimate? So what's the number in the middle? I'm just going to not really think about it. I'm just going to add them together and divide by 2. So that's 8 plus 9 is 17 over 12. Then I'm going to divide by 2. So 17 over 24. These guys are lame thinking about that. Nah, not really. I'd think about that. So far this basketball season, Sharita made 46 of her first 60 free throws, giving her a free throw average of that percent. What is the minimum number of free throws she would need to make it in order to have at least an 80%? From now on, made 46 of her first 60 free throws. Minimum number of free throws she would need to make from now on in order to have a free throw average of at least 80%. So she's just going to keep making them in a row is the idea. So she's made 46. She's going to make X more. And she's going to do all the shots. So that's 60 plus X. And we want that to be 80%. So I'm just gonna cross multiply. I could have simplified that first, but it's fine. So 20, 2x, x is 10. Yeah. Alright, two functions are defined as f of x equals 2x minus 1, and g of x is x squared plus 1. Which of the following represents that? Oh, that's a good one. So it's 2x squared plus 1 minus 1. 2x squared plus 2 minus 1, 2x squared plus 1. Yep. Cool. Dataset A consists of the 8 numbers listed below. Dataset B consists of the 8 numbers in A and a 9th number, which is greater than 90. How will the mean and the median of B compare to the mean and median of A? Oh, they're all in order. That's nice. So what's the median here? The median here is 81. I mean, the mean's going to be greater. The median... So it's definitely not less. It's definitely more. The number greater than 90. That's a weird one. That's definitely not true. Because the new median is going to be 82. They're not going to be the same. The mean of B will be greater than the mean of A. That's true. The median will be the same. It won't be the same, though. It's close to being the same. It's going to be... I mean, okay. I guess they're both going to be greater. That's weird. That answer, I definitely need to check. But not really. I mean, that's the right answer. I'm just not confident that they got it right. But surely they did. Alright, a truck traveling at 35 miles an hour has a leaky radiator that's losing 4 ounces of fluid per minute. How many miles will the truck travel before the radiator, which holds 480 ounces, is empty? Cool. That's a fun problem. So it's dimensional analysis, right? We're going to start with 480 ounces. And he's doing an ounce per minute. And there's 60 minutes in an hour. And he's going 35 miles per hour. Just some good old dimensional analysis. That stuff's important. And then to see how we can cancel the ounces, we can cancel the minutes, we can cancel the hours, and we're just left with miles. And so we just got to simplify the numbers. So 48 divided by 6 is 7. So that's 7 times 35. Oh, that's not right. Oh, because it's 4 ounces a minute. So it's also divided by 4. 7 times 35 divided by 4. Ew. Guess I'm using numworks for that. That's dumb. 61.25? That's not an answer. What? 480 ounces. 4 ounces a minute. 60 minutes in an hour. $35 miles an hour. It's 48 divided by 6 is probably not 7. Yeah, it's 8. That's the problem. Jeez. Holy moly. So it's 70. Whew. That's tough. Yeah, it's like... So yeah, 60 minutes and 60 questions is very quick. You've really got to run through them and not think too hard about them. But I think that's just because they want you to not think too hard about them. Like this one, you should know you just got to average those. So it's -1 and 7/2. And then linear, you just know that as long as x is going up by 1, y should always go up by the same amount. And boy, these do not do that very much. Or down by the same amount. So it's h. And then you got to go through problems like that quickly so that you can do the longer problems. Yeah, so you can do the longer problems that take more time on them. It's like this one might take some more time, even just to understand what's going on. Oh, see, they usually do label stuff, though. You don't have to read that entire thing because they label it. Oh, yeah, you don't have to read anything. You just have to know that the smallest side is across from the smallest angle. So A is the smallest, and B is the second smallest. That's another thing about the ACT, too, I think. You have to try to not read sometimes. Because, when I took the ACT in high school, I didn't even finish the science section because I took too long reading the problems. What is the slope of the line that passes through 1, 5, and 17 sevenths? This is slope. So 7 minus 5, 2. 17 minus 1, 16. 2 over 16. 1 over 8. The perimeter of a particular rectangle is 36. The longer sides of the rectangle are each 2 centimeters longer than each of the shorter sides. What is the length of the rectangle? Length of the rectangle in terms of one of the longer sides. Okay. I don't... They're using words weird here. So the perimeter, we're going to go x and we're going to go y. And we know that x plus y is 18. Longer sides of the rectangle are each 2 centimeters longer than each of the shorter sides. So if we know they add up to 18 and they're 2 difference, so like x is y minus 2, so 8 and 10. So this is 10 and this is 8. So then they're asking, what is the length in centimeters of one of, what is the length of one of the longer sides? What is the length? Ugh. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. What is the length of one of the longer sides? 10. Alright. These are the last ones we're going to do here, I think. Oh, wait, no, we're going to do more. Winter Fun Ski Resort sells only 2 types of tickets, adult and student. On Monday, the resort sold 200 tickets, 1 ticket to each skier. Of those tickets, 25 were sold to first-time skiers. When Alyssa skis the resort's main run, her elevation at any point of the run is modeled by that equation, where t is the number of seconds after she begins skiing at the start of the main run. The resort collected a total of $6,000 in ticket sales on Monday. The price of an adult ticket is $50, and the price of a student ticket is $25. How many student tickets are sold on Monday? 6,000 in sales on Monday. So there were 200 tickets sold. Did it say that in the problem, or is it just implying that? Yeah. Alright, well, this is like a system of equations. So x plus y is 200. 50x plus 5y is 6,000. So I'm just going to multiply the top one by 5 and then subtract them. So we get 45x is 5,000, which means x is 5,000 over 45, which is 1,000 over 9. That doesn't even make sense. What? This is 25. So this is, I'm multiplying by 25. So that's actually 5,000. So this should be 1,000 over 25, which is 40. So 40 of that and 160 of that. So what's 40 times 50? 200? 2,000? One of those? 2,000? 160 times 25? It's 4,000. So 2,000 and 4,000. Yeah. Alright. Doing math for fun? Yeah, basically. Just working on the ACT. On Monday, the resort sold one ticket to each of the 8 members of the Herzog family. Assume this family is a representative sample of all of the skiers of the resort on Monday. How many of the 8 members of the Herzog family are not first-time skiers? What? You are right. That is the point of my account. That is true. So I got to go back up and see about first-time skiers, I guess. Why did they put this all in one paragraph? Of those tickets, 25 were sold to first-time skiers. So 25 out of 200 are first-time skiers. And that's 1/8. So 7 are not first-time skiers. What is Alyssa's elevation in feet at the start of the main run? So at the start, so that's when t equals 0. So 3,000. Nice, nice. Alright, so one side of the square ABCD has a length of 18 meters. A certain rectangle whose area is equal to the area of ABCD has a width of 6 meters. What is the length in meters of the certain rectangle? Oh, so it's a square. 18 on each side. That's not a very good square, but it's okay. A certain rectangle's area is equal to the area of the square has a width of 6. So we got a rectangle that has a width of 6. And we want to know what the length of that rectangle is. Well, the areas are the same. So 18 squared. Is that really that big a number? No way. This is 9 times 2. So it's 81 times 4. Which is 324. Is the area. And then we got to divide that by 6. So I guess we'll half it first. So 150 plus 12. 162 over 3. Oh yeah, and that's easy. That's 54. Because 150 and 12. Oh, matrices. So that's AB. 2A minus 3B. So I bet we only have to do one of them. Call that 2 times 3. Call this, I'm going to do the minus 3 times minus 4. 12. So that one should be 18. Are there any other ones where that's 18? No. Matrices are pretty easy on the ACT. It's kind of self-explanatory. See how 2 times A just means 2 times all of those numbers. And 3 times B means 3 times all of those numbers. And notice you really don't even have to do most of them. In this case, you only have to do one of them. Alright. I think we're going to cut it there for today. That was fun, but I need to go eat some dinner. I'll come back and do the rest, though. I know I'll probably be doing this more. The ACT's in like a month. I think like February 12th. So it's time to start getting going on it if you want to do well on it. Alright. Peace out, everybody.